First of all, great concept artwork. It's looking really cool. Um, and yeah, and also really good job on this. Obviously, you're, not a beginner to Maya. I've just put it on smooth preview and I'm noticing, yeah, this one's, I was thinking, maybe you want to round that front out a little bit more like you have in that sketch. It's a little bit hard to tell from just this front view how that's meant to look. Um, but I kind of liked that curve there, and we're kind of losing that here. So you might want to, consider rounding out the bottom, getting that kind of more egg shape at the bottom. Um, yeah, and I like these bolts, although I would think they would go all the way around. Um, and yeah, if you wanted to, you know, you could you can texture seams like these in, but you can also model stuff like that in and on the fingers as well. Um, it's just a question of having, if I do Control Shift X for the multi-cut tool and then hold out Control and put like one here, I just switch to one in here, for example, and then I can take this row of vertices, I can select one and then shift double click on the one next to it and get the whole row. And then I'll go into the move mode, and if I double click on my move tool and put it on normal rather than uh, object, then it'll kind of go in towards the center. And then, I get kind of a seam there, which looks good, I think. So you can put some seams in based on what you have in the design. I notice there's a little bit more length to the arm here. Maybe you want to, yeah, because those look very, very short. Um, yeah, so I think more bolts, like you've got these here, and I would put those kinds of things in, more seams. And also like on the, oh, you got that one on the neck. Well, this doesn't look like it was really built to be like smooth preview, but if you did just like, if I just beveled everything on this, Control B, what is that? And then smooth preview, it kind of holds together a little bit more. Yeah, maybe like a more defined kind of separate shape around the lens, and maybe, what I would probably do is just Control Shift X for the multi-cut tool, and then maybe just put in some extra kind of holding edges to make those corners stay sharper. And then if I do smooth preview, you get that kind of harder edge, so it looks, more like a could be. You see how this kind of just blends into that? I mean, not when you're on one, but when you're on three, the smooth preview, yeah, it kind of looks more like it's all one smooth continuous shape rather than the casing and the lens. And then also you might be nice to put actually just replace this center one with like a rounded surface just to give the sense of it being a lens, because that's like sort of what I imagine it being, is a lens. Um, yeah, and again, I like some of these seams on the side of the head, and I guess you've got some of that going on. But again, if you want, in smooth preview, if you want to maintain those shapes, you'll want to add some holding edges, or maybe just like some bevels. I might go around this, anywhere there's like a hard edge. Um, there's a lot of them, but and bevel the hard edges, the hard corners. I'm just holding down Shift and double clicking on all these. These, something like that. And you want to do these, and then these. think I got them all. I'm not sure. Anyway, and then Control B. Maybe keep this fraction pretty small. And then if I do smooth preview, ooh, something got missed here. Definitely want that one. And these, oops. Okay. Let's try that again. Control B for bevel. And then let's say 3 for smooth preview. I still don't like that. We need another segment in there. Yeah. It's really rounding that too much. No, it's not helping. What is going to help that stay square? I think it's sort of these large distances here. So is this symmetrical? If I hold down W, click in the center, and go up to symmetry, and then symmetry, if I do stuff on one side, it'll do it on the other. So if I maybe put a like this in here and here, it might. It's not much better. It's a little better. Probably need one there. Yeah. I mean, I'm not kind of in love with the way that's modeled, but it's alright. Anyway, I think you could use some of those techniques, but be a little bit more careful than I was. I went through it a little rushed. But yeah, overall, I think this is really good. Nice work.